found on Craigslist. A guy up on the Mesa was selling them, $100. So I replumb this as necessary. If I need to, I can change this to go to this tank or this tank. Eventually I want to elevate this tank so it can use the water a little easier. When it fills up, it will backflow here, dumping water into an auxiliary tank, and I can put a couple of them here if needed. I'm in the process of emptying this one for the winter. These probably won't freeze because of the amount of mass they have. This dark color heats up during the day, and it probably won't freeze at night. Our main water tank doesn't freeze. It has developed a layer of ice. That's the big black tank you see up there.
Yeah.
It's 550 gallons.
Oh yeah, I see that. I saw that one before, yeah.
I'm sorry?
I saw that one before, yeah.
And where the 3 tires are is a wellhead that goes down 520 feet.
Huh. Well.
But anyway, this water system has worked really good. Karen draws off water just with a hose as needed for the garden. We do have plumbing to the garden dome we were in, but I have it disconnected for the winter already. So we'll be watering that by hand. This again is our outhouse. It's simple, it's basic. Eventually there'll be a wall here separating the two functions of the room. Okay. This will still be the outhouse. We're going to probably have washer, dryer here, so this will be a utility outhouse. This is what we call the mechanical or utility room. In this box are 8 deep cycle batteries being charged by the panels on the roof through this charge controller. The light on steady indicates our batteries are fully charged right now. That's happened early in the day. The batteries are connected to our inverter, which provides pure sine wave power up to 1800 watts, which runs all of our systems now, electronic, lighting, entertainment, etc. The exception to that is pumping water from the well. The generator's output goes to the switch panel, which provides power to the well controller pump. That's 220, 2.3 kilowatts. That's why the well pump is on the generator. Everything else, again, is on inverter, up to 1800 watts, which is quite a bit. So we have learned over time that when the microwave oven is on, you don't want to turn the vacuum cleaner on because that will exceed the inverter's output power. Although this is a conservative rating.
Yeah, they probably margin there.
Again, we can run any of our appliances as long as the combined power use isn't higher than 1800 watts. Number 1 for the inverter. Number 2, that will start to tax the batteries at a higher rate. The inverter has its own little readout indicating the battery voltage and current being drawn. Also, a little device we bought recently is this little monitor, which can monitor the power of any battery system, basically, in an RV or anywhere. It tells you the battery voltage, the amount of current. Right now the batteries are still charging 1.4 amps, and they're at 100% charge. There's a lot of other criteria here. You can learn the high voltage, low voltage, the batteries have been out, the days since it
So
has
you're getting a graphic interface of what you're using.
Yes. This actually can have a several 100-foot cable, and when we build our house, we'll be in our house.
Yeah.
So at a glance, we can tell what our PV system is doing from the comfort of our living room, for example. But we have this plumbing as such in about 15 seconds. This doesn't seem like a high flow rate. That's because it's all gravity fed. We don't have any pumps, any pressure tanks or anything. But if you feel that, we've got 100-degree water coming out, and it's there. Almost when the sun's shining, we have hot water anytime. It's enough water. It's enough pressure to flush the toilet. I mean, although the drawback on the toilet, it takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes to refill the tank compared to in town where it's 30 seconds. big deal. There's a low dual flush, low flow toilet, and currently with our usage, we shouldn't have to have our septic tank pumped but once every 10 years.
10 years. Okay. Well,
So in a nutshell,
yeah.
stacked up along behind those railroad ties are all those doors from Walmart, the glass doors,
Right.
which will again eventually become windows for us.
Oh. Well, I
If you had
think
to
we
buy all this lumber, you'd be talking about tens of thousands of dollars.
Right.
I've probably got for hundreds.
Right. So if
And these little bump outs, these roofs, all this is auction lumber.
so even if Albuquerque fell upon hard times or just fell apart, all of that material, if you're clever enough, could be recycled
Oh yeah.
into and hauled out here, and you could rebuild. You
Yeah.
could rebuild using what they failed to really. Yeah. Cool. Okay. We'll
So
go
that's
with
it in a
that.
nutshell. Do you want to try our swing?
What's that expression? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Just have to start
These
seeing
shelves.
potential.